Hello again, guys and dolls. This is Allure, and I wanted to share with you a funny Instacart story. Now, everybody, everybody won't have a story like this, but here it is. I'm doing Instacart a couple days ago, and when you're doing the batch, so I went and I was doing a pickup. I only had to pick up the batch and drop it off. So I had two of them that I was doing out in one order. So I dropped off the first one, and then the address, the address pops up for the second one. Okay, and I'm thinking, okay. I say, I've been on the street before. Okay, don't recognize the address. Now I'm driving down the street, and I get near the house, and I look. I say, hey, I know that house. I've been to this house before. Please don't let that be the house. And it was the house. It was the house. Okay. So I turn around and I'm like, please don't let who I knew lived here still live here. Okay. Now I'll be honest, guys and dolls. I don't really know how Instacart works as far as on the customer's end. Does the customer see who their driver is? See the name? Know who's dropping off their groceries? Because I just wonder. Let me finish the story. So I get out. I look at I'm looking at the name on the stuff, and it's like first initial and last name sometimes, or something like that. So I'm like, okay, I could be them. So I go to the door, ring the doorbell. I don't get it. I don't hear anything. But this normally happens when people know that their stuff's coming. They know I'm on my way. Yet when I arrive, I'm knocking. I'm ringing the doorbell. Sometimes for minutes, and I'm like, "Geez, you didn't know your food was supposed to be here at 12:17." Anyways, so my food was supposed to be there at like 3:29. I'm there at 3:24, so I'm a little early. And he comes to the door. It was my ex. Guys and dolls. It was one of my exes. And as soon as he opened the door, I was just like, oh my goodness. And yeah, as I told you, I am engaged. So I'm not looking to see exes. I'm not looking to run into them. So this was awkward for me, especially because, his response was, oh, hey, beautiful. How are you? Did you go get married on me? Are you engaged? Now, knowing the background, if you guys seen my first video, this is the one day, now, boom, this is the one day I'm not wearing my ring. I'm not wearing it because I had a crazy chaotic morning with the baby and his diapers and a whole big mess, and I took my ring off. And I forgot to put it back on. So I'm telling him I'm engaged, but I don't have my ring on. So he's looking at me like, yeah, and I'm looking at him like, no, really, yeah, And so I was just thinking to myself, like, I choose to work in certain parts of the city for a reason, because I never want to run into people that I actually know. I like running into making new people, making new friends, learning new areas. And so sometimes when I go to this one spot that I like, it sends me back into the city, to this part of the area, which is fine, but, you can't choose. You don't get to choose your batches, guys. You just don't, so that's just a little funny story I wanted to share. You just have to be careful. You may get a surprise, like one day you're delivering your batch to an ex.